Hello everyone, this is Lano here, back with some more FGO Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna continue with Lostbelt 4. I decided that continue more with this now, and I'm still gonna continue with the event and all that, record all. I just been farming there right now, and I feel like, goddamn, I want to break and continue with the 4th Lostbelt. So we're gonna do that for a bit now, and let's see, what the fuck are we gonna fight? Okay. Big mix of character. And oh my god, Shanli, I'm trying. Ooh, I'm gonna borrow that one. That's sexy. That hot. I'm gonna go with this. I'll probably go well. I believe in my group. Yes, I'm aware. I'm well aware indeed. The foxwoman is up to something, isn't she? Then if I may allow me to tell you something. Something of great importance. Oh, no. Of course, I will leave the decision on what to do with this information entirely in your capable hands. All I would humbly ask of you is your attention. That said, I must stress that depending on how things turns out, matters could grow very serious indeed. Why, what if my colleague, one of the foreign god disciples ostensibly sent here to help you, were to become the very sort of thing to you cast out of your world? So they're throwing Korean Chihuahua under the bus? I'm okay with that. You know, I'm fine with that. Throw her under the bus, drive over her, and then even back. And then drive over again. I'm okay with that, you know. Please listen, the local pally are our enemy as well. We only came here in the hope of finding allies who could help us fight against them. Talky cheap. I lost track of many times someone claimed to be a friend. My friend betrayed me. Did that happen? Look, she's back and should fight us and protect us. We are saved. Then those are local pala. Damn it, they finally found our village. Please, my lady, help us. The local pala showed up right after we got back to the village. We've been barring gate and holding out until you arrived. I mean, to be fair, I mean, if some local pal like Hot Wheels appeared, he would like go full Beyblade and like. You think your measly walls will be able to stop the great Hot Wheels? Doubt that. There you see, I know you. I mean, what do you do? Misunderstand only one further misunderstanding. Yes, Gordon, that's so true. Can we just slap her silly like, bitch? We are not your enemy. But you slap. Shut up. No. There we go. We're not enemies. We come in peace. I've seen this old figure before, back in the clock tower. The clock tower. No, all my life, really. I would look around one day and realize everyone had forsaken me, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Or maybe that's not entirely correct. There was just one time Oh, sorry, hon, but your life story's gonna have to wait, okay? The circumstances being that they are, she doesn't seem to truly be trying to kill us. But she is certainly very hard-headed. Her movements are so firm as her beliefs, it seems. Hey Rama, are you feeling this too? I am, it's faint, but she definitely has the air of a divine spirit. Maybe she has sued a servant like you. Good grief. I know India had an expensive pantheon, but that can't be answered for everything, can it? One does not generally run into divine spirit every corner, so to speak. I mean, I guess we do it here. Forget that. How do we get her to listen to us? We'll never get anywhere if we don't clear up these misunderstandings. Does it mean we can get through whatever we say? What about if we make Fu like a sacrifice? You take this dumb fussy beast, eat him if you want to, for peace. Well, aren't you going to try to scale its walls? You need to do better then. Is that? Look, it goes over what caught her eye? She seems to be looking at something far away. What's going on? Well, this is certainly less than optimal. I know you're in the midst of a battle, but I strongly urge you to take note of your surroundings, particularly what is behind you. Immediately. Dude, is this a horror game now? It always says like, behind you, and you're like, no, I don't want to look there. Absolutely not. No. Oh. What? Sacred breast? Wait, this backlog kinds of familiar. Are they the one we passed us by earlier? Those were going in a different direction, and I'm pretty sure they didn't notice us at all. Maybe there is something here that lured them this way. A different grave on the sacred breast was encountered earlier. Of all the time for them to show up. But this is no coincidence. It only makes sense that the Lokapala would have meant to control them. They must be trying to make their way into our village and cleanse it. Especially one of our elderly died this morning. Why? Okay, wait, cleanse? What? Why are they not dead when God Juna is like and just swipe out? Wouldn't that be ultra easy? Like, oh yeah, I remember this old game. I don't play this anymore. I'm gonna remove this loop. And then the entire town is gone. Like, where? Become follages of the false god. You will not be claiming our dead today. Huh? My, she does make for quite a striking figure, doesn't she? She certainly does. She must be the manifestation of a noble heroic spirit, here to guide the people to the right path. Okay, so what about Ma? Ma and Pa? What happened? Did something knock her off the wall? No, look at me like she just sort of lost her footing. Aha, so she... like her feet stuck in some hole in the ground. I get... she's unlucky? Curious, I can't believe I've right one of the pitfalls we dug to prepare next Kali attack. Give me a moment, I'll be out of here in no time. Look like they're pissed off about all the dramatic tension evaporating. Though I could just be projecting there. We can't let the sacred beast hurt her while she's incapacitated. Yeah, we can do that. Let's take the keeper. Why? Do we really need to do that? It would be so awful. Like, oh, you know what? Why would we help? You know, we have bigger fish to fry. You got him, guys. Fool. I just find it like, you know what? Do we really need to do that? She been an ass to us. I mean, obviously, this would help to clear out the misunderstanding, hopefully. That we are peaceful, you know? We fought the sacred breast as well. Like, wow. Whoa. We are good guys. We're on your side. Oh, okay, they're not kind like berserkers, so that's good. Okay, still alive. No, goddamn. Poor Raj. He died so many times for our sins. Okay, but they are at least as dangerous. Like, holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? What the hell? And of course, if you just attack Arjuna because they are assholes, these monsters? My god. The fact that he survived is just a fucking miracle. Holy shit. 44 HP, my god. Oh, they all died. Yes. In your face. That is a weird bird. Garuda. Is it kind of rude? Oh no, I forgot that. Oh. I forgot I had this. But I'm so used to have the other one that this kind of like threw me off a little bit. Like, wait a moment, this doesn't make sense. Mapralaya. But they look kind of cool, these monsters, man. Man, I should do the sound effect of the game, actually. Oh boy! That crit! Yikes! Okay, I want to report a murder. Because holy shit, that was brutal. Monster kill. Can I get more arrows? I need more arrows. All hostiles in our vicinity eliminated. Well done, everyone. Well, now do you understand we are your enemy? Yes, I do. I'm not so foolish as to insist otherwise like at this point. I see now that I was gravely mistaken. No one would fight against the sacred breast who could possibly be allies of the false god. I'm truly and sincerely sorry, and thank you for your assistance. Please tell me, why do you come here? No one on second thought, it's only right that I tell you about myself first. Yes, you have a point. All right then, let me first ask you this. Are you a divine spirit? Yes and no. Huh? I'm a servant, but right now a goddess resides within my body sharing. I remember back in the old days, and like, you can summon like gods and goddesses. Now literally see gods and goddesses fucking every corner. It's like finding some weird drug dealer, like, wanna buy a god? And you're like, yeah, you know what, that seems legit. Let's roll with that. And personally, I think that is completely fine, you know? I just remember there was certain people, I don't remember their names anyway, so that doesn't really matter, but it was always like, yeah, we can't summon like gods and goddesses, like, and here we have so many of them, you know? And I mean, sure, they're not pure, like, oh yeah, we're summoning like fucking Ganesha, but rather pseudo servants, or they are weakened, but they are still gods, you know? And that's, oh god, I find it like, okay, that's crazy. And I do like it though. I mean, the system in Fate, like Stay Night and all of that, and the system in FGO is so vastly different that they have the same base, but they have a different split. So while they continue like in a similar direction, they are still very different how the rules works, you know. So yeah, that's what I think, at least. When I was first summoned to this land, she was already there inside me. Ooh, kinky.
There have been plenty of cases where divine spirit would inhabit a person from the past to become a servant. And since heroic spirit servants are technically people from the past, I guess it makes sense that divine spirit could inhabit one of them too.
Wow, so it's a servant, a heroic spirit with a divine spirit. Okay, that's a cake.
I definitely haven't heard of many cases where it's happened quite like this.
I expect this because this god and I have to share the same name. I believe having words, sound, and the names match is very significant when it comes to magecraft. Then again, I was originally given this name in the hope of receiving her blessing, so perhaps it isn't much of a coincidence after all.
You don't say! Okay, that makes sense.
So what's your god's names? Ravana. That would be cool.
Lakshmi. And I'm the Rani of Jhansi, a land of which once existed in India who was named for her. My name is Lakshmi. Bye bye.
Yeah. Seriously though, I am really curious about this Lostbelt, and also learning more, because as thanks for following. But you know, seeing about how incredibly rich the Indian pantheon of gods and stuff like that is, it's really amazing, and I also like it. You know, I like to learn about the different gods and goddesses and their exploits and the heroes and all of that. You know, I think that's awesome. The Queen of the Walled Village. How does... But if it's such a problem, why aren't they like erased? You know, wouldn't that be easy as fuck to do that? I mean, God Yuna literally erased a dog because it was like, yeah, they can't do what a dog do, running around and being yappy. So a village, I hardly can imagine they be like, oh no, it's a wall. Damn it, my godly powers can't reach over a wall. Damn you! Wouldn't that be interesting? Like, okay. Maybe that is actually the reason. Maybe that is the reason why they all hide inside houses. Like, oh no, because God's power can't reach through the house. Fool. Lakshmi Bai? I would like to think that anyone would be a bit embarrassed to recount the history of their own life. Yeah, not me, because my history is pretty bland. When I think about it, my history is pretty fucking boring, man. I would mostly like put people to sleep if I talk about it. No matter how proud of that life they may be.
So that's why home has been so unusually quiet. Alright then, I guess I'll...
Lakshmi Bai is a hero of the 19th century India, known for a role in the Indian Rebellion.
Oh! Thank you for jumping in, Captain. Why don't you take it from here?
Despite being born to royalty, she took up a sword and led a small rebel army in order to protect her nation from Jhansi. She was known far and wide for her leadership and charisma. At the time, revolts were breaking out all across India under all manner of different circumstances. When one small state tried to revolt, the neighboring nation would often end up siding with the British. Isolating rebels and cutting them off from working with like-minded people in other regions. Yeah, fuck the British though. You know? Because, holy shit, the British weren't very kind with the region. You know? It's kind of interesting to read, because I read a couple, like one big report where they kind of calculated how many peoples that have died in India due the British, you know, war with them taking over India and literally harvesting it all of most things valuable and stuff like that, and the aftermath and all that after all these years. The death count is probably one of the biggest I ever seen. It's so massive. So many people have died over the, like these hundreds of years, you know, because of the British. Literally, like, you know what? And then they're like, fuck you guys, and take whatever and leave the country like just to pretty much rot. And that's just fucking awful, man. Like, bruh. But the Yanzi rebels managed to hold out till the very end. And it was all thanks to their exceptional leader, Lakshmi Bai. I wouldn't call myself exceptional. I was just flailing around trying to hold everything together as best I could. Between Kunwar Singh, Tatya Tope and many others I could name, there was no end of leaders more talented than me. Kunwar Singh, Tatya... They're cool names. All that aside, you sound like you know a lot about your struggle. Are you Indian yourself? I'm nobody, just another nameless. It doesn't matter where I'm from. I'm done now. Over and out. Suspicious, isn't it?
While we're at it, we should probably also go over your divine spirit, Lakshmi. Though I'm sure Ganesha and Rama know a lot more about her than I do. In Indian mythology, Lakshmi is known as the goddess of fortune, prosperity, beauty, and
the concept of Vishnu, right? That's right. Then could it be? I'm an avatar of Vishnu and Sita an avatar of Lakshmi. Sita, are you in there? I'm sure if you are, I'll be able to feel your presence. I'm guessing this is clear to all of you as well, given that her grip on my skull is so strong enough to both stunning crack. Oh my fucking god. I just see her like holding him like arrogant, like ah. But unfortunately, I sense no trace of Sita inside her.
Who is this man advancing on a woman he never met before as he proposed to her? Do you mind if I break him?
Yeah. Because it would... I mean, we need... I mean, that would suck, I guess.
I understand how you feel, but please go easy on him. Rama has his own complicated history.
I see. I suppose I can't blame you for misunderstanding. I should be more precise. The goddess Lakshmi exists within me more as a power source than anything else. I can barely sense her consciousness at all. So wait, so you took the Lakshmi... So the Lakshmi is like a battery, you just plop into your ass, like... Like a Duracell bunny, you know, powered to hell and beyond. Or heaven. It's almost as though her heart has been implanted in my to provide being with her. Oh, you're Iron Man? I doubt my outcome measure up to that of an unadulterated divine spirit. So I'm afraid I'm not a manifestation of the goddess Lakshmi so much because my core is that of a human. Rani Lakshmi Bai, with a small element of the goddess. And she really don't exist inside you, as I suspected, right? Of course she doesn't. Dude, it's just sad, man. Rama... Well, they should really add Sita to the game, man. Just to make Rama less sad, you know? Now that I think about it, if she had, I would have sensed it well before you introduced yourself. But I was not even able to tell the deity within you was Lakshmi. You must have a...
Ganesha didn't realize who you were either. Of course, that might be because he was never very close to you, seeing as you is just as up there in Fandyan as his mom, Parvati.
Ganesha, yeah, now that you mention, I do sense divine presence inside you. One I would never in a million years have guessed by looking at you.
Yeah, I know, but it's true, believe me, I spent pretty much this entire time wishing all this were just some weird joke.
Wow, how couldn't you not guess the plum figure, the elephant thing on her head? How many? Okay, I gotta Google. How many elephant gods is there in India? Elephant gods. Ganesha. Did it? Yeah, literally. Literally, Ganesha. So, yeah. How the fuck do you come up to the... No, I actually here, Ganesha, an elephant-headed deity who rides atop a tiny mouse. I assume that explains the little road that she's holding. That is that her mount? Why? Wait, why would it? How the fuck do Ganesha ride on a little mouse? That's amazing. Poor mouse though. Like, oh no, not again. Ride, Mosey, ride! Ah, well, we're making progress here. You get strong free, today I ride you. That sounds wrong. And I'm Rama, the king of koalas. Surely you heard of me as well as my beloved Sita. Of course, there is not a soul in you who doesn't know your name. So far though, people don't seem to know you. Well, forgive me, I thought you were just a usual youthful young man who hadn't learned how to behave around women. Yeah.
Good point. We have a bunch of things we need to tell you about. Who we are, how we got here, what we're trying to do. It's a long story, but I hope you'll be with us.
Yeah, before we get screwed.
And I think that about sums it up.
Hold it. What about me? I thought you were saying the most important figure in our group for the answer that make a lasting impression.
Ah yes, this is God of Music, who I absolutely positively definitely didn't forget to introduce. Nope.
Oh God. I got lungs. God damn it.
As you probably can tell from his sheer girth, his dignified stature, he's our commander-in-chief.
Dude, don't underestimate the sheer girth of people, you know? I'm just saying. Indeed, a stout build is the mark of a true elite after all. As the commanding officer here, I expect you to treat me with all due respect.
I have one question for you. Are you British?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what about you? Me? Oh, that would be telling, hon. You got to get to know me better first.
Oh! That is why Holmes haven't been speaking! Because he's dang British. Yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah, and isn't the music from, like, Romania or something like that? I think? Or what was it?
And his, Pepe's name is Scandinavia, so he's, like, from Scandinavia, like, Germany. I suppose I can at least tell you that no, I'm not British either. Though I did spend a good bit of time at the Clock Tower. Fuck me. Oh, but well, there is one last person I should be introducing you to.
One last person.
Sorry, Holmes, the Yuga subject can't keep hiding forever.
I assure you, I was doing no such thing. I was only waiting for a more opportune moment once things have settled down. Good day, Miss Lakshmi Bai. Sherlock Holmes, detective at your service.
Are you British?
Yes, I am. Uh-oh. Oh.
The Indian Rebellion was a war for India's independence against the colonizers, the British. And since Lakshmi Bai lost her life in that conflict, I imagine she had some strong feelings about it. Though I do get the impression there's someone else here with some connection to that. Well, I guess it's not my place to say anything here.
I was only a few years old when war broke out, so I can personally apologize for my countless action. No, it's alright. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. There's a little sense in me asking that. It's just an old habit. No one can seem to shake. One I can't. You have nothing to apologize for. It's not for me to say whether you should or shouldn't feel that way. Nor is it for me to say whether you should hold on to those feelings or try to forget them. All I can say for sure is that our country's history are intertwined. Certainly neither of us can pretend otherwise. If this hadn't come up now, Lana would no doubt have noticed the air of discomfort between us, and gone to learn what happened between our countries for herself. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is our character so dumb that they don't know about that? I mean, I'm not an expert in history by no means, but isn't that kind of like, in the general, some sort of like, you know, knowledge that, oh yeah, British, like, they just colonized India, fucked it up, left. I mean, wouldn't they know that? Then again, I guess it's because they are Japanese, and, yeah. Which really don't mean much, actually, when you think about it, because... Then again, I don't know if they actually learn. I mean, I know Japan have many, for a long time, being, like, very, you know, secluded, you know, about, like, yeah, well, Japan, we live here in, on our own, you know. We don't know or don't care about the other weird places in the world, you know. So I don't know how their school and all that work there, obviously, but still, I find it so weird. Like, what? I mean, as I said, I'm not an expert, but what? There's any meaning to be found by having people from the past come together like this. Besides the role we play as servant, of course, I suspect it lies there. Agreed. I will think of you as no more than a man by the name of Sherlock Holmes. Besides, under these circumstances, the more allies we have, the better. Then, does that mean you consider us allies? It was difficult to convince the people of Diva to wrong in this situation, but once I did, they agreed to work to forge their own destiny. Their village is here now is the base for all such like-minded people. As your warriors fighting against God, just like us, I would be honored if you fought at our side. It's a deal. Yay! Peace and love and harmony. Whee! Foo. I guess the counter. What the fuck am I?
I guess the counterforce must be summoned you too. Have you been here long?
Yes, I'd say it's been at least 10 days since I... How is that long? 10 days? I would be like, oh yeah, I've been here a few years. Okay, damn, that's long. 10 days? That's not long, is it? Am I just weird? Then you must have been caught in the waters of recreation a number of times. How did you survive? God or not, making this entire Lostbelt is a major undertaking. I wouldn't change how it goes out, but just because a server been added to the mix. Okay. So long as you don't think of you as unnecessary to affect you, I expect he's bringing you back along with all other people. Ugh, it just galls me to think how our very survival in this Lostbelt is completely dependent on his absurdly arbitrary standards. It's natural for gods to be somewhat self-centered given the immense power, but a unit definitely takes it too far. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of a god thing, I guess. You know? Speaking of which, you should know he already got your eyes on us. I'm not surprised at all. So if you join us, you're sure to wind up with a whole evil label, and you don't want to be able to survive well being remade anymore. That's fine, it couldn't have been a matter of time before it took notice of me anyway. Besides, you have a way to evade the distraction, yes? So if it comes to that, I'll be counting on your... Yeah, but what about the people in the town? Won't they be like... Me, shovel coal, shoving coal. And then like... Oh no, coal shoving Steve have died. Oh no. You mean the border? Yes, of course, you're welcome to join us in there, wouldn't you? The border is the last bastion we hope for all our sneeze. Oh boy. Whew. We just come to us letting any old servant we met on it. Under ordinary circumstances anyway, but in this case, I suppose we do have a fair handle on their true name and background. and it would be a shame to lose a valuable ally so soon after you find one. Very well, I will authorize your entry into the board in case of emergency.
You have my gratitude.
Of course, ideally, I hope to be quite finished with this place long before he even uses that preposterous noble phantom of his again. You said it, honey. Fortunately, he only ever does that at the end of the Kali Yuga. So it would be just peachy we put to stop all this before then.
So now that we got a new ally, what's our next step?
Putting the foot before the third one? I already got something on mind. For that, there are risks involved naturally, but the reward should be significant. Now that we are in the middle of that first relatively peaceful Yuga, and especially now that we have more allies, this would seem to be a perfect time to investigate one thing in particular. The tree?
Remember that thing?
Oh, the skybox!
Remember that thing we've been wondering about ever since we came to this Lostbelt? The biggest, most mysterious thing here by far is go content. Now we want you guys to find and go and investigate it.
God, Skyboulder, oh. Dude, it sounded like a new fucking, the new Xbox! God, Skyboulder! There you go, Microsoft. Okay, but that's interesting. I'm curious about that fucking box. Skyboulder. Skyboulder, the most powerful earthbender in the Earth Kingdom. Oh yeah, I made, we got like 30 Saint quotes and all that again. Well, you know, because events and stuff. And I made a roll. I hate this game. At least I got one more Mori. So I have at least 3 Moris and now, so I got MP3. But I don't know that it was a mean roll with as fucking crafters that I already had, and I hate this game. Yeah, the gacha in this game can suck my fucking anus. I'm so filthy about it, man. Oh, more arrows! Perfect! I need that to, like, you know, use up my, what is it called? Tell me why! Make a heartbeat. Tell me why. What you say? Let's see, what do we have here? No eggs. I feel your pain, mops. I feel your pain. No eggs. Truly sucks. I bet now this is gonna be a single target. Want it? Because I think AoE and then everyone is gonna be fucking. It's gonna be a single target like Ultra Boss, like a fucking asshole. It is a cool clock. I like this, you know. So you don't know what God Skyball is either then, Lakshmi? No, I don't. It was there when I was first summoned here, and it hasn't changed at all in the time since. At least I don't think it has. I haven't been watching it this whole time, so I can't say if it's... Maybe it's like the hard drive. No? The hard drive of this world? Maybe? You know, like, since God or Yuna is like, computer genius, kind of stuff going on. Maybe that's it. Well, I've been watching this whole time, so I can't. It definitely never changed. Since we haven't actually asked, you don't know what that is, what it is either, correct? That's right. I just know there was a big weird cube in the Lostbelt and didn't think anything more of it. I would think about it all the time. I mean, sure, I consider investigating and get rid of it in case it turned out to be something dangerous. So it's so bizarre and all. But I hadn't the slightest idea how to go about it, so I decided to keep an eye on that thing. Not to mention, David told me I was better off leaving it alone. David? What is he? Wait, what? I know David is one of the cryptos, but wait, why would he? What? I thought this was something before you've seen its true nature, huh? True, if I did, I bet be no better than are you, no? It was the same with me. I didn't know what if it was, so I couldn't do anything about it. I could see that giant tree and the cube no matter where I went, but there are more pressing matters to attend to.
Rather than bothering with something I knew nothing about, I figured my time would be better spent helping the people here who had been led astray by... Ooh! Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That is very admirable of you, but are you sure it's okay to leave that villa unattended? They should be fine during the early Yugas, especially while there are barely any Kali around. They have weapons now, even if they were hastily assembled, and we taught them how to fight as best I can. So under 10 days, she literally like made friends with them, trained them, and yeah. Damn, she's effective. But then again, that was what she was famous for, you know, leading rebellion. They should be able to handle themselves in a pinch. The only thing I'm worried about right now is the sacred there. What? What's this again? Oh man. Oh! It's another pack of sacred beasts, Master. Let's hide and wait for them to pass again. It's not just sacred beasts. There is something else there next to the road. Wait, is that a person?
I'm not picking up any vital signs. I'm afraid it's a dead body. Perhaps it died of disease or an accident. Or they got chopped up by monsters. You know? Why are you going over to it?
Damn, we're too late.
Oh my. Bless you? The body's disappearing.
So you did... Oh, wait. So you didn't know then? That's one of this world's mistakes. The sacred beasts purify the body of anyone who happens to die unexpectedly.
Okay. And that's bad how? I mean, they're dead already?
Okay. My guess is the photographics dead but don't belong in the world and want them gone as soon as possible.
Jaha. I see, so if this world was a single entity, the sacred beasts are the white blood cell of its immune system. Yeah, and I mean, I guess, isn't that better than just letting the body lay there and rot anyway? To get rid of it? You know? They're dead. I mean, if I die, you can pretty much do whatever you want with my body. I mean, if you're doing some necrophilia shit, of course, I would object and say, like, that is sick, bruh. Get a life. But other than that, I mean, people could hang out my body or whatever. I'm dead. Why the fuck do I care? I'm probably just hanging out in afterlife, like, masturbating to some weird stuff. I mean, watching some movies in afterlife. That's what I would do. Since we can assume this world's god will be the head, the sacred beast must be its macrophages, created to detect, isolate, and remove any foreign elements. So then, does that mean the Kali fight off something like a virus? Most intriguing. Honestly, that's a pretty cool idea, that it's like an body. And is his like trying to remove and all that, like a vaccine attempt or whatever?
Whatever the case, people are people. When they die, they shouldn't be just cleaned up like trash. Their karma should be determined what they become in the next life. At least that's what my people believe in.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I know about karma and all that. It's very like... what do you call it? The... Ah. Oh man, I don't remember what's called. But yeah, I know that's a but the body don't care, you know? It's for the next life. You don't use the same body, right? You use a different one. You're reborn.
That was the true samsara cycle is meant to be. We cremate their body to free the soul and ensure they go on to the next life without issue.
Okay. What the... Don't... Equip the sacred beast with flamethrowers?
But here, as long as the sacred beasts are around, nobody will be able to hold a proper cremation. If this world has no respect for the journey of the dead, and no hope for those who are left behind, then it's nothing but a world of death.
No... it would be just a very different view on life and death, but you were still alive. But oh, so that's why you were so concerned about the Segubis showing up in Diva. Because one of your elder had passed away. Right, he was an old man whose time had come. There was nothing anyone could do about that. But I didn't want the false god stealing our right to give him a proper farewell. You really helped us out there. Okay. Okay, that's...
They're finally leaving.
If they haven't already spotted you, then I would urge you to hold back for now. You're almost to the god Skyboulder, and I would very much prefer to avoid making a commotion wherever possible. I know, I would have stopped them if I had found the body first, but as things stand now, my only choice is to let them go. We should be okay now. I'm sure the sacred beast can't detect us from this far away. Good. I'm glad I didn't have to sneeze while we were hiding. Let's go. Yeah, I would definitely sneeze. Or fart. Well, I know she was cool to collect, but I didn't know she also had such a charming sense of humor. You call that charming sense of humor? Okay. I guess I need to say, sell the gene face, you know? My. Seeing this up close really makes you realize just how big it actually is, doesn't it? Oh, I got an idea. Why don't we take a little group photo to commemorate the occasion? Look behind you! Behind you! Was it, or were you trying to avoid facing the reality of our situation? Either way. What? I thought that was funny. You can all be like, I'm glad we didn't have to sneeze, and they're like, oh, that's so charming. And then Pep come and you're like, it wasn't funny. What the fuck, man? Pep is way more fun than Lakshmi, in my opinion. And I would love that. Dude. Why don't we have a camera window? Like, you know, take a selfie with your friends you meet along the way. Wouldn't that be amazing?
If you want to pick, go ahead and take all the selfies you want. Just don't come running to me if the whole thing turns into a jump scare.
You guys are no fun. I was trying to lighten the mood a little. Yeah, what the fuck, man? When did we get the boring ones? Oh my god.
So these numbers we're seeing are accurate, right? Our sins aren't on the fritz or anything, right?
That's right, we made it there near the queue without problem, but... Oh no. Blizzard time. Where did all this Kali come from? I thought there were bells supposed to be any during the Karta Yuga.
I think it's the place, not the time. They're showing up as though they've just been here all along rather than coming from somewhere else.
Be that it's made, the sheer number of them is almost absurd. Yes, AoE time!
There are many here as there were during the Kali Yuga, maybe even more. Hey, why don't we just run away? Seriously?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but we can't investigate the queue with all these Kali around. Annoying, since we just got here. If they surround us, we have nowhere to go.
True, we can only take so many risks when it comes to safety, and there's certainly nothing to be gained by attempting to complete an impossible goal. We're getting out of here. No!
And so we break through the Kali behind us and make a run for it.
Okay. So there are lots of Kali around that boulder. Maybe that boulder is like sky boulder thing, Xbox in the sky. Maybe it's something related to like sending out the Kalis. Maybe it's an you know, the virus program of this place, you know? You know? Maybe that's it. Mochira! Dude, I need to grail Arash one day. Zella! I feel that's so bad for him. He just die every single day. And more of them are approaching. Okay, Blackbeard. Destroy. Dude, I can't. I hope we get to see Blackbeard animated in the Solomon stuff. If not, I will be so fucking sad. I wouldn't be surprised though. California. Maybe I should actually make so he can use MP. There we go. Wakasere. But yeah, maybe the Cals are from that cube. I wouldn't be surprised at all any longer, you know? My god, it's so broken, man. Holy shit. Oh, Blackbeard. Oh, I got one arrow. Nice. That's good. I need those arrows, man. I need a bunch of them to get Tell's skills up. Oh boy, I wish I could get more. I wish you could get some of them in the event right now, you know?
Okay, I think there's enough distance between us and them.
I never imagined there would be that many Kali gathered there. I expect it might be danger, but the number like that, adding one more to our ranks still won't be enough to fend them off.
You don't have to rub it in. I wish my noble fans were capable of blasting them all away at once, too.
My apology. I assure you I was not speaking sarcastically. I was merely reflecting on my failure to foresee a situation like this. What are you talking about? Arash, Blackbeard, and Gilgamesh, they're literally swiping them away. Dude, fuck me. Those three as AoEing down enemies, they would fucking destroy everything. AoE!
I said that's alright. No, I'm sorry, I was being oversensitive. While we're on subject, this is a good chance to tell you this. Naturally, I will do everything in my power to accomplish our mutual goal. I have no intention of holding back. But I should warn you, for your own safety, you shouldn't really expect me to come through when it really counts. I've never truly been able to accomplish the things I wish to do. That's just my lot in life.
Well, that's a strange opinion to have of oneself. Perhaps you have failed to defend the country and life had dramatic effect on... I mean, wouldn't that be kind of like make sense? Isn't that part of her, like, servant thing? That she, like... Yeah, you know? Be that as may. There is no doubt whatsoever that you are far more useful in combat than a detective in a remote location. So I hope you will continue to lend Miss Lana your aid.
Of course I will. I would be pleased if you trust me on that much. At any rate, there really were a ridiculous number of Kali there. Lends the impression that they may be even more important to this Lostbelt than we thought.
Indeed. It was as though those Kali were their soul, the goddess Skyboulder. The fact that we can no longer see them after putting us a little distance between us and Skyboulder would only seem to confirm that. I wonder what this could mean.
Well, what's the matter? We still don't know what those Kali demons actually are. I guess Holmes is probably right in that they are like a virus infecting this world, in opposition of the sacred beasts. But still, we have no the slightest idea what they are, where they come from, or where they go. Katanan-yo.
Katanan-yo, Katanan-yo. I don't know either, but I can say they are not an ordinary kind of creature. Given that they are stick around even after the world has remained, maybe I can use them as means to determine who is worth preserving. Or maybe they just remain here out of necessity. If it's the latter, that would mean they are a crucial part of the stage Arjuna used to run this world. So if we to defeat him, maybe they'll just go poof? I mean, that, I guess it means we just gotta figure out what to do about Arjuna. Yeah. We go up and punch him in the nuts? Would that work? Punch. Ah. At least we know that now that Scott Skybolt can be protected by a vast number of Kali and can't be approached lightly. It may not be much, but it's more than we knew before. In the meantime, I suggest we return to Diva and plot our next course of action. Okay. Hope that gonna work. Yay, quartz, bruh. More arrows, bruh. Fuck yeah. I'm all for that shit. But I am actually gonna cut for now, and terrible sorry for blabbering and jabbering and just complaining or talking smack. But yeah, that's what happened here. But yeah, I will be back with more FGO Lostbelt 4 very soon. As well, I'm gonna record the story of FGO Hanoi event and all that. So thank you for watching, see you later, and have a continued super great day.